Morning, everybody. Chilly day, lots of wind, a little bit of rain mixed with snow. Ruby, not loving it so much, but don't blame her. Today, we are having a conversation about the potential fatal flaw for a lot of entrepreneurs and business owners. And that is when they get up in the morning and they go stand in front of a mirror and the image staring back at that they think that that's their best customer. That is a tough spot. That is something that has to be addressed. It is absolutely a fatal flaw because, and how this gets more practical for businesses, is you are not your best customer. They likely behave very differently from you. They behave in ways that you probably haven't thought about or can imagine. And that puts you in a very vulnerable position. And so for a lot of companies, a lot of businesses, when we take the lead from senior leadership that that's our best customer, we are in a spot. So the main call to action today is what can we do to get out of that mindset? So we are not our best customers. That is not how this works. But when we start doing some digging and some analysis, who are our best customers? Likely those are known quantities within the business. Oh, Joe and Jane are our best customers, or Steve and Sam are our best customers, or this person or that person. And advocating for building these customer profiles is really important, and going even a step deeper into this idea of, personas or avatars. Like, who are these people at scale that we can really have a good relationship with? And let's dig in. Let's get into socio-economic. Let's get into demography. Let's get into location. Let's get into their behaviors individually. The current narrative is around demography being a driving force. Gen Z versus millennial versus Gen X versus boomer. And so there is truth in some of that. And sometimes there is fiction in some of that. So you want to crack through that a little bit to see what's going on with your customer base and what can you do differently to respond to each of those groups. Because again, unless you sell to very, very, very niche, very specific audiences, you likely cut a swath through those demographics. And so what is it that you should be doing in terms of defining your customer that would help them be aligned to your business and help you get really deep in what they're looking for and how they're looking for it and how they want to be treated and on what tools and platforms and things do they spend their time so that you can have a better conversation with them in the way that they want to be interacted with. And then from a customer acquisition and retention perspective, what really makes them tick, and not high-level loosey-goosey stuff, like what really makes them tick, especially when it comes to what you do. Because if you can speak their language on platforms and tools that they use with regularity and be interesting and funny and cute or whatever you have to be, whatever your brand really responds to make that connection back to them, these are the things that will get you where you need to be. Anyway, we are talking about customers continually because it's important. Anyway, moving on, Rubes. Walking and talking with Ruby.